everybody. Happy 2020. It's so exciting. Happy New Year's. I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe New Year's Eve and a wonderful 2020. Tonight we're going to do a check-in with the Divine Masculine, but also the Union. And we're going to pull some charms and pull some letter cards and also roll some dice to get some numbers as confirmation. I am so excited. We'll see what comes through. Okay, we're going to start off by calling in the Archangels. So just take a moment with me, please. Just take a deep breath and relax. Bring your union. That was actually, I meant to say your Divine Masculine and your journey. And if you'd like to bring in the union into your mind, whether you are in union or not in union. All right, just try to hold a positive thought. We call in Archangel Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Shamuel and Rajuel. And we ask that you all surround this reading with your love and light. That only messages of the highest healing order come through to help us and guide us on our twin flame journeys. Thank you. And so it is, Satnam. Okay, so we're going to start off with where is the Divine Masculine in regard to his Divine Feminine. I'm using the Relationship Sacred Geometry deck. The masculine in regards to his Divine Feminine. I'm using he and she pronouns, but please know that I use that because that is how my mind works, and I try not to think during getting messages. And if I think too much, then I won't get the messages accurately. So please change the pronouns to however you like. I honor each and every one of you in my heart. Okay, that's being told it's this one. Transformation. Number 42, 4 and 2 equals a 6. So for some of you, that could be an important number, a life path number. Just take a moment and allow this sacred geometry. So these are sacred geometry activation cards. So when you look at this, just if you wish, you can invite in the sacred geometry to replace any limited thought beliefs around the transformation, or any part of you that's afraid of change. I'm going to read the card for a moment. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. We're coming at the end of a 10-year cycle. We are starting new with 2020. So let's start anew within our, I almost said union again. I think union's it's a really big theme inside my head. So within your connection. Okay, now I'm pulling from the Lover's Oracle by Carmine Salerno. I'm going to read them both in regards to the Divine Masculine once they're both pulled. Okay. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So this is how the Divine Masculine is in regards to his Divine Feminine. Hold on one second, because I just want to turn off the notifications so we don't get interrupted. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So the divine masculine is in a place of allowing the connection between him and his divine feminine to transform. But I really feel like with this card that it's within himself, that he's starting to look at it and see it in a whole new light. I feel like that's the moon in the background, and she's embracing him. He's starting to embrace his divine feminine within. Also, I feel like he's not focused on the shadow aspects of this connection right now. Right now he's focused on the heart. He's focusing on the connection, the love, the comfort, and the peace that he feels with his divine feminine. Not all of the aspects that this connection has triggered within him since the journey started. So I feel like he's really just transforming within himself and how he looks at the connection in the divine feminine. He's starting to accept the love that he feels for her. I'm also feeling really strong I'm sorry, hold on, guys. It just slipped out of my mind. I really feel like he's really starting to embrace the aspects of himself that were bringing on some of these shadow aspects. He's recognizing what was his part. And that when he saw some of these shadow sides from the divine feminine, he's now taking some ownership of his part in that and the things that he was doing that sent a mirror, that reflected a mirror aspect in the divine feminine that made her act in ways that scared him. And I don't necessarily mean scared as in threatened. I certainly hope that's not it. I really feel like it's more that she became like a tidal wave over him and surrounded him with her energy. Through messages, through feeling that the more that she showed him love, the more that he would accept it. But I'm not feeling like he could at the time. And that's what's transforming. He's learning right now to transform himself so that he can embrace this connection in his divine feminine. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. I'm also here to pick a card for where is the connection going in 2020. Look how beautiful that painting is. Lots of peace. There's a guiding light. I feel like this dove is bringing a message of peace and of understanding. I'm going to read the message on the back of the card. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. I feel like we're embracing, with that card, the transformation to receive the blessing in our connections. I feel like this is all like crown chakra colors, connecting to the divine. So connecting to the divine within our partner. So overall, 2020, it's about recognizing that all of the turmoil, all of the shadow sides, all of the hard times that we've been in is going to bring a blessing. And that will soon be revealed. That's what the transformation is too in 2020. And that's going to bring in that embrace. is the Power of Love cards by James Van Praagh, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly. Okay. Patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. I love it. I absolutely love it. So we have transformation, and then here we have it saying you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. I feel like 2020 is a time where the divine feminine is going to be able to step into that aspect of herself. The part of her that can be patient, the part of her that can work on herself. Put the focus back on her, because there's nothing in this world that can break the connection between her and her twin. So if she just sets the connection down for a little bit to work on herself and do some self-reflection and to have patience and look at the part of herself that's impatient. I believe this beautiful light of transformation is going to come through so that we can have that embrace and that peace. And I really feel like there's going to be a message coming from the divine masculine. Do you see that? The little branch. It's like the olive branch of peace. So for some, it could be that some forgiveness, a message of asking for forgiveness could be coming through. But be patient. Be patient, because the universal energy is working on this. The divine, the angels, your twin's higher self, your higher self, and the universal energy that you guys are one in. Okay? Remember, you guys aren't separate. So that impatience is really just a form of shadow. It's just a shadow side. It's an ego moment, believing in separation. There is no separation between you and your twin. Between us and our twins. Okay. So now we're just going to get a little bit of messages about what the divine feminine can do while she's being patient. Okay, so I have the Self-Care deck by Cheryl Richardson, and Lulu's barking, so that's just her hello and her exclamation point. Look what card is sitting on top. We have 2 cards of patience. Look at all these cards that are not upright. And this one's sitting right on top. Patience. Do you see how she's sitting in her white dress? Looking over here at her castle? No. So what they're saying is, you don't have to look longingly. Look within and recognize that you are the castle. You yourself are the castle. Put your focus back on you. Because the divine masculine is working on himself and transforming himself to be able to embrace this connection as divine feminine. Okay. So now I'm going to pull a card from this in regards to the divine feminine. That was absolutely perfect. I can't believe the patience card was right on top like that. Oh my goodness. Look at the card. And Lulu's really emphasizing this. Guys, eventually I'm going to do a video where you guys can meet Lulu. I'll introduce myself as well, but also Lulu. She always makes her appearance. Okay, I'm just going to take a look at this gorgeous card. Independence. Look how amazing that card is. This is what the divine feminine can do while she's being patient, while the divine masculine is making changes within himself to be able to embrace this connection, because he feels it. Oh, does he feel it? I'm feeling that really strongly. I'm actually so happy right now. I can just feel how much he loves the divine feminine and how much he's really turning the leaf and connecting, feeling a connection. to the connection within himself, instead of what he was doing before to turn it off. He's allowing the connection. Okay. So there's a couple things I'm seeing here. Again, the white dress, purity, walking in the light, seeing the light within the connection to our divine masculines. And look at her wings. They remind me of wings of a butterfly, of transformation. Remember what he's doing, you're doing. You guys are mirrors. The changes you make inside your soul, it paves the path for him to do it easier. So he has been working on, if you guys have been in separation, he has been working on independence. He's been learning what that means. And even though it's been hard for the divine feminine, he's been working on it and understanding what that means so that he can understand what connection means and feel the difference between it. And now the transformation that's happening for the divine feminine is that she's learning independence as well, and recognizing that independence doesn't mean that she's alone or that she doesn't have her divine masculine. You can be within a relationship and be independent. So I really feel like here, that's the butterfly for transformation. And here, I don't know what it is. It looks like the sun is just shining on a part of the cave, but to me it looks like a phoenix right now. That's what I'm seeing. Sorry, my hands are a little shaky because the energy is so strong, it's so positive, and I'm just so happy. So I really feel like that's the phoenix. And that phoenix is not just the energy of transformation, but also of rejuvenation. And then there's the pink rose, the Akashic rose, the love and the connection that we have within our divine unions that's shared between our one soul and one heart, our sacred heart. So the divine feminine will be embracing transformation on her own level, at her own level, and to understand the independence. And that's what she can do while being patient. Okay, and I feel like because it's come out twice, that's where the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine is at. They're both going to need patience during this time. Okay, I'm just going to see what... Okay, this deck here is Magical Times by Jody Bergsma. I'm not sure if I read her name correctly, but I don't want to spend all my time doing that. Okay. Oh, I just saw the Phoenix card with rebirth, guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Okay. What can this divine feminine work on during this time? Okay, I'm hearing all four. Sacred space. Take time for the dreamer in you. Find your power and stillness in your sacred space is the peace you seek. Oh my goodness. The rest of those cards, this literally just brings in the entire, where the divine masculine is at, which makes sense because he's a mirror, right? Look at this. This is a mirror image. The dragonfly, look at the wings, right? If you go down, it's a mirror. It's like the union, the two coming into one. And the lotus is this is the blossoming of the rejuvenation and the peace and in the transformation, and out comes the union. Wow, I've never looked at the dragonfly like this, guys. I've never done that. So allow the dreamer in you. Find the power and stillness in you. Allow the sacred space within you, that castle within you. Because it is truly the peace that you seek. And again, two, becoming one with a guiding light. Look at the colors and how they match. The divine masculine and the divine feminine are mirroring each other. And I really feel like this is finding your sacred space. That's your independence within being together. If you can't find the peace within yourself while being alone, how are you going to find the peace while you're together? While you're being in relationship is a spiritual practice, and you get triggered. All of the things up to be healed come to light. So finding your peace in your sacred space while being independent will help you while you're in union to keep the union strong. Remember to bring it back to you. And look at how much this reading, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, are mirroring each other. It's so beautiful. You guys, the collective that I'm reading for, you guys are going to mirror each other a lot in connection too. So keep that in mind. All right, this deck here is the Conscious Spirit by Kim Dreyer. This is a gorgeous deck. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. Okay, here I need to pick another one. Okay, these are the other cards that fell out. Okay. You're on a healing quest. Do you see how this animal here is, there's one? That's that independence and healing yourself before you can heal others, before you can heal in this union, before your union can come together and heal others. So right now, the divine feminine during that time is going to be on a healing quest. I feel like, again, that's like the dragon fire. And learn to embrace the cycles of this connection. And look at, again, these colors are coming through. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust this powerful process. Okay. Mercy. This is Kuan Yin. Compassion. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. What you receive, you can also give. I know I added a little on in the end there, but we're talking about a twin flame connection here. And we often mirror each other. So I'm going to read this one more time. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things, including our connection. That doesn't mean throw away your boundaries and your limits and your self-worth. But have compassion for his cycles. Have compassion for his triggers. Have compassion for where he's at. Because when you have compassion for him, you're going to have compassion for yourself, and you're going to show him what it means to be compassionate when you get triggered when you're in union. Because what you give, you also receive. What you receive, you also give. It's a beautiful cycle. Okay. These are the Divine Feminine cards by Awakened Twin. I think I have been saying that Flames of Alchemy. So that's one message. Okay. There's two. I'm hearing three. There we go. Oh, look at this. Divine timing is at play. There's the patience. I am healing my self-worth. But remember to be proud of the progress that you've made and how far you've come in this journey, but within yourself too. Be proud of your own progress so that you can recognize the progress of the connection. Recognize what you bring to yourself and to the world. Play, have fun. Divine timing is at play. and this connection. And in the meanwhile, you can heal and work on your self-worth. But remember along the way that it's a journey, and to be proud of your progress because you've come so far. The angels are sending you lots of unconditional love and warm hugs of healing and of love. You're doing a great job. And these are called love bombs, and they're kindness cards. What would the divine masculine like to say to the divine feminine? This is his 3D self, guys. If he was standing right in front of you right now, what would he say? I admire your integrity. And because he admires your integrity, he's understanding what that word means on a deeper level and how he can have deeper integrity, how he can have integrity in the world, how he can have integrity in connection with his divine feminine, and what it means to have integrity within a relationship that matters so deeply. And what would I think you know what you would like to say, but we'll just pull a card for what would the divine feminine say to her divine masculine if he was standing in front of her. Oh. So these cards, you have great taste. You know, your calming presence is truly appreciated. You are one of the most helpful people I know. Your creativity is inspiring. I just want to let you know that there are not a lot of cards that say this. Look at how you're mirroring. I'm just saying. He says to you, I admire your integrity. And then you look at him, and the energy of admire is being mirrored, and you admire his bravery. And you need both integrity and bravery to embrace transformation and independence and patience. Oh, that's so beautiful, you guys. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. So now we're going to look at messages from the divine masculine. But first, actually, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to pull some charms. I ask that the angels and the divine masculine 5D self help us with these choosing of the charms to bring understanding, healing, and connection. Okay, they're saying that's too many. Sorry, guys. Okay. So we have Cancer. I don't know if you guys can see it. So we have the charm of Cancer. And we have the charm of Virgo. So there's a couple of things I want to say here. Oh, this is beautiful. That this can represent a Cancer. So you can have this in your chart somewhere in a strong, prominent place, like your moon or your rising sign or your Venus. And same thing. So earth and water. Now, if neither are in your chart in a prominent place, or these aren't your signs or not your divine counterparts sign, then don't worry about disregard that. Maybe it's that you guys have earth and emotions. So you're grounded in emotions. Okay? But I want to just point something out real quick. This is absolutely amazing. Do you see how there's an anchor? And the anchor is anchoring into the Virgo, which is an earth sign. So anchoring into the earth, right? The anchor helps us have control, not in a negative way, but have control in our emotions and in our watery selves. So it could be that between these two signs, the earth and water signs, that your connection is being anchored. And if these aren't your signs, then it could be that you're learning to anchor yourself in your emotions. You're learning to ground it out. You're learning to have more control and to see it more realistically instead of projecting and blaming. The bear. I'm hearing Mama Bear. Okay, there's a couple things I'm hearing with that. The divine feminine can be a mother. She could also be very nurturing. And the divine masculine could be doing some mother healing to accept the nurturing and the love of the divine feminine so that they can come into balance, so that they can see a brighter future, even though it's a little bit of a gamble, right? When you shake that 8 ball, you don't know what you're going to get. Finding balance within that, because there's a purity here and a connection, right? This is the unicorn, and this is the unicorn taking flight. So this is, to me, is that independence. It's that white dress and the purity, and seeing the purity of the connection. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do some messages from the divine masculine. Okay, this is the divine energy oracle. So we're asking for a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Reflect on your truth. Again, that beautiful golden heart. The truth is that he loves you and you love him. Reflect on the truth of that connection, of the sacred heart that's beating alive within the connection at all times, instead of what is being triggered. Feel that connection there. Now you can use the relationship to reflect, to mirror to you the parts of you that needs to be healed. But don't forget to see the truth. Okay. Now we're going to get some divine masculine cards from Awakened Twin. My soul yearns for you. I'm working on balancing my energy. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. We need to let go of each other. Or we need to let go. I can't even say this because I'm sorry, guys. We need to let each other go. Don't let that worry you that I'm getting a different message around that, which is why I'm so happy. Okay. I'm going to use the Divine Feminine by Awakened Twin to clarify this one. Because what I'm hearing is that it's like again, having that independence within the connection. So what I'm hearing is that we need to let each other go, the attachment that we have, the codependence that we have on each other, so that you can recognize your triggers. So each one can recognize the triggers. That's this part. That's what this card is saying. Okay? So this is like in perfect alignment. Okay, it doesn't mean to fully let go of the connection and never talk to each other again. Okay, This is the Twin Flame Messages by Mystic Moon. Oh, the Divine Masculine. I like to say a couple more messages, guys. Oh, he's saying to do it this way. Okay, what I'm hearing, okay, is that this deck, this energy in this deck, it's gonna pull, like I feel like it's going to pull up a couple of the things that the Divine Masculine really can't say. I feel like, you know, his soul is saying, I yearn for you, right? Here, he can easily say, I'm working on balancing my energy. That's easy for him to say and admit. But this, I feel like what's going to come out of this deck is his insecurities. It's what he can't say, or he hasn't mustered up the strength to say. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. And there is lots of reasons for that, but right down, deep down, I feel like that's self-worth. And there was a self-worth card that came in for the Divine Feminine, but remember how we mirror? Okay, I'm going to shuffle. Sorry, this card, I picked up the deck and this was left and I heard to take it. I still love you. One more, guys. The time is about to run out, so I'm going to add on the second video, okay? So you might see a little bit of a jump in the video. This is the last one. The Divine Masculine is saying, I don't know if I can meet your expectations, but I still love you. I don't know how you could still love me after all I've done, after all I've put you through. But I'm hearing from the Divine Masculine a little bit more. But I recognize that I hold your heart in my hands now. That's part of my transformation, so that I can have transportation to get to you. But he has to forgive himself for the things that he's done. That's where that self-worth is coming in. That's part of it. I'm looking at all that I've done. Please, I'm balancing my energy. Please balance yours so that you don't expect too much of me. Look at the situation realistically. I can't give you everything you're demanding. My soul yearns for you and to give you it, but I just can't right now. I'm learning to recognize my triggers because I still love you. Happy New Year's, my love, and may we go into 2020 seeing each other with clear vision and not through the vision of triggers. I love you. All right, beautiful family, soul family. I thank you so much. I thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. Okay, much love to you. Mwah. Oh, actually, sorry guys, I forgot to do one thing. Okay. I'm just going to pull some letters just for some fun and confirmation. If you don't find your initials or your divine counterpart's initials, get creative with the letters that come out. Sorry guys, I almost forgot to do this. I was just so overwhelmed by the Divine Masculine energy. It was just so beautiful. So P, M, R. I hear there's P-E-M-I-R-H. So P-M-R. Another P. There's a PD on there. Okay. A couple of vowels, A, U, and an S. So if you want, you can pause this. See if these make any words. Like there's some. Or maybe you guys have a joke saying sup. Okay, there's Sam. Yeah, I wish there was an I, there'd be a sappy. Oh, there's an I on here, so sappy. Even though I think that's not with an I, but that's how I saw it in my head. So anyways, so you can take whatever you want and do with that. And if someone needs an extra A, it's on top of the deck. There's an A and an H on the top of the deck. And an O on the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to roll some dice for number confirmations. So we have 5, 5, 3, 4, 4. So 54, 54. Okay. For me, 5s are the number of change. These 44 is the number of the angels. So the angels are helping us transform, right? To have that transformation of the phoenix, so that we can come together in a 3, in a union of mind, body, and soul. But check to see. This could be April 4th, April 5th, May 4th, or the 3rd. Could be your life path numbers, address numbers. What do these numbers mean to you? See if you can connect them to your union. Okay. All right. Now I believe it's over. All right. Well, thank you guys. I wish you guys so much love and a wonderful Happy New Year's. Okay? Mwah.